Can you make the AMCAR good? Obviously the AMCAR is pretty much the worst assault rifle in the game, only being used by new players who literally don't have another option. So why would you even want to try to use the AMCAR? Well, I personally love the way this weapon looks, and I enjoyed using it back in Payday the Heist when it was actually viable. And granted, you could pretty much use any other weapon in place of the AMCAR and be fine. However, if you're really dead set on trying to make the AMCAR good, there is a way to do it. For my build, we'll be making a pretty standard dodge build. In Mastermind under Controller, I got basic Forced Friendship, and then aced Joker, Partners in Crime, and Hostage Taker. This is just to get some health regeneration. Under Sharpshooter, I grabbed basic Stable Shot. That little extra bit of stability will max out that stat on my AMCAR. Now, in Enforcer under Tank, I aced Resilience and nabbed basic Bullseye. Again, fairly standard dodge stuff. Under Ammo Specialist, I got basic Scavenger, aced Bulletstorm and Extra Lead, and then got basic Fully Loaded. Every build needs a deployable, this build will have ammo bags. Fully Loaded adds to the already decent ammo pool of the AMCAR, meaning I probably won't find myself running dry. Moving on to Technician, under Oppressor I got basic Steady Grip, Fire Control, and Surefire. These skills are pretty obvious in their use, making assault rifles overall better. Now onto Ghost, where I've thrown the bulk of my points. Under Artful Dodger, I aced Duck and Cover, got basic Parkour and Inner Pockets, aced Shockproof, and finally got basic Sneaky Bastard. Again, this is all pretty standard for a dodge build. Extra dodge chance, concealment, movement speed, and immunity to tasers. Under Silent Killer, I've gotten basic Second Wind, aced Optical Illusions, The Professional, and Specialized Killing, and got basic Low Blow. Silencer skills are pretty much mandatory to make the AMCAR even remotely usable. Finally, in Fugitive, under Revenant, I spent the minimum amount of points I could to get aced Swansong. Swansong is pretty much a staple of dodge builds. If RNG isn't in my favor, I still have a chance to get myself to cover to be revived. The perk deck will be, unsurprisingly, Rogue to get the maximum dodge chance and faster weapon swap speed. For the weapons, obviously I'll be using the AMCAR. Now, keep in mind, when I'm modding my weapons here, I'll be using the following DLC: the Gauge Mod Courier Pack, the Gauge Shotgun Pack, and the Gauge Spec Ops Pack. If you don't own the Spec Ops Pack, you can still make this build work, albeit with a much slower reload on the AMCAR, but the other two DLCs are pretty much crucial. Anyways, on the AMCAR, I've put on the bigger and the better suppressor, an accuracy boost, the 45-degree red dot sight, the speed pole mag, and the wide stock. Interestingly enough, the 45-degree sight does not reduce concealment at all, so it will effectively function as a normal sight at all times. For my secondary, I'll be using the Judge with high explosive rounds, the Silent Killer suppressor, a concealment boost, and the compact laser module. This is a pretty commonly used dodge weapon for dealing with shields and Captain Winters handily. Now, with these weapons equipped, you may notice that I'm at 7 detection risk instead of the usual 4. While it is possible to mod the AMCAR for even higher concealment and get myself below 5 detection risk, doing so would hurt the AMCAR's accuracy and damage substantially. I'd rather take the 1% loss of dodge and 3% loss of crit chance in exchange for making the AMCAR a bit less terrible. So, how does this build work? Well, exactly like you'd expect it to if you've ever used an assault rifle or SMG dodge build. Try to use cover effectively, getting close to cops to mitigate the poor accuracy of the AMCAR, go for headshots and hope you get lucky with crits. If there's a shield in your way, swap to your Judge and blast them away. Try to get yourself a Joker as soon as you can for health regeneration, as well as some extra movement speed and maximum HP. Obviously this build would work just fine or even far better with, well, any other assault rifle. However, if you're really desperate to use your stylish looking AMCAR skins, then this is the way you should probably do it. Just don't expect this build to work on one down, or Death Wish if we're being honest. All the same, it's still technically possible to make the AMCAR good. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.